Guide signs are designed to help guide motorists to their destinations. If these signs aren't clearly visible at critical reading distances, motorists may become disoriented, miss their exits or turns, and make impulsive decisions. Today's reflective sheeting technology can help maximize the brightness and legibility of guide signs and provide long-term compliance to government standards. 3M has gathered signs made from many types of reflective sheeting at our Transportation Safety Research Center to compare their performance side by side. For this example, we're inside a passenger vehicle on a typical night. Down the road are 4 versions of the same overhead guide sign. Which one appears brighter and easier to read? At this speed, it's possible to read all 4 signs. But when traveling at faster highway speeds, with all the other distractions that come with highway driving, drivers have much less time to notice, read, and comprehend guide signs. The sign on the far right is made from high-intensity prismatic sheeting, meeting ASTM Type 3 and 4, as well as the European Class 2 specifications. The second sign from the right is a prismatic sheeting that meets the ASTM Type 8 specification and is sometimes approved as meeting the European Class 3 specification. The third sign from the right is an engineer-grade glass bead sheeting that meets ASTM Type 1 and the European Class 1 specifications. The sign on the left is made with 3M's Optimal Performance Full Cube technology that meets ASTM Type 11 and European Class 3 specifications. The sign on the left appears brighter because it is brighter. It's made with 3M Diamond Grade DG Cubed reflective sheeting, which is nearly twice as bright as other prismatic sign sheeting. The differences in sign sheeting technologies can be even more pronounced when sitting in the cab of a large truck, like a semi. Because a truck is much taller than a passenger vehicle, the headlights are further away from the driver, and the observation angle, the measure of separation between a driver's eyes and his or her headlights, is significantly greater. How important is this measure? Large trucks can have twice the observation angle of passenger vehicles at the same distance. That means there's much less reflected light available for these drivers to see road signs. Which of these signs do you find easier to read and comprehend? Seeing and understanding street name signs is also important for motorist guidance and safety. Here we see 3M DG Cubed reflective sheeting compared to 2 other types. The materials are placed side by side to illustrate the differences. The material on the right side of the upper sign is high-intensity prismatic sheeting, which meets ASTM Types 3 and 4. The material on the right side of the lower sign is retroreflecting near the minimum level defined by the U.S. Federal Highway Administration. The material on the left side of both signs is 3M Diamond Grade DG Cubed reflective sheeting, ASTM Type 11. We're now approaching the street signs in the cab of a semi-truck. See how the higher observation angle changes what the driver can see? What do you think about the material that's near the FHWA minimum standard? Sign technology and standards have evolved dramatically over the last 40 years. These 3 signs illustrate the changes that have taken place. The sign at the bottom represents standards from the 1970s. It uses engineer-grade ASTM Type 1 sheeting, a 6-inch blade, and all capital lettering. The middle sign is high-intensity sheeting on a 9-inch blade and all capital lettering. Since street name signs are often a lower priority for replacement than other signs, millions of examples of underperforming street name signs can still be found on street corners everywhere. The top sign represents the most recent U.S. standards for maximizing recognition and legibility of street name signs, especially for older drivers or drivers unfamiliar with local roads, including a 12-inch blade with mixed-case letters. This sign is also made with Optimal Performance 3M Diamond Grade DG Cubed reflective sheeting. Which of these signs do you think drivers would find the easiest and fastest to read and understand? Studies have shown that people read and understand brighter signs faster, so they spend less time trying to read signs and more time focused on driving.